Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Pulsecon or New York Comic Con exclusive, but also I'll just say it, Age of the Primes, Nemesis Prime, and the Air Defense team. That being Jetstorm, Runaway, and also Sonar, and only one of those actually reminds me of Linkin Park, so obviously he's my favorite. But here we are, finally with another big one review, and instead of doing, Commander class combiner figures, we're gonna go with a figure that I have been waiting on for so long because of the fact that I have always been a fan of Transformers Armada, and I will say that when we got to the Nemesis Prime planet, that was some weird stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now, that was some weird stuff, but to be honest, it was always an episode that I just look back upon. When I think about Armada, I think about the minicons, the cool designs, but also Nemesis Prime, and this has always been my favorite, because he's actually his own character instead of being some like evil Optimus Prime or whatever, I always thought this guy was very cool, but let's get you out of here first, because we're gonna be taking a look at the little team right here, the little ones. So let's start off by looking at Jetstorm himself. Here he is, and he actually looks very nice. Now the thing is that I had potentially a small problem with Jetstorm right here. However, that one was fixed when I tried some stuff out, and that is the fact that in the official promo material, this idiot's like little chest thing, oh god, this is so difficult to do and it scares me to do this, but anyway, it was like this, and this is horribly wrong. Also, the light is really just, I'm sorry that I can't really fix the lights, but I did my best anyway. But here he is, good old Jetstorm, and yeah, like this is actually where the problem was for me, because this was how he looked like on the original material, and it kind of annoyed me, because what you're supposed to do with this is you're supposed to take this, pull this out a little bit, and then rotate it around and push it back into his chest, and this is how he's supposed to look in the official material, as you can see. And if you have some difficulty seeing because of the lighting, I don't know how to fix this stuff. I'm not smart enough to fix this, okay? I have looked online for fixes, but I just cannot figure it out, so I did my best by putting the lights a little bit higher. But anyway, doesn't really matter, but here he is looking very nice. Look at the blue, the white div, which is horrible for my lighting, and also the gray that he has, very nice. This is what he looks like from the back, basically just a jet on the back. What are you, Silverbolt? Then afterwards we'll take a look at the next one, which is Runaway. Why are you the one who's Runaway, dude? Come on, man, you're not even my favorite of the set, but you do remind me of Linkin Park. But anyway, look at this guy, he's a fat guy. But anyway, he's got the nice little, like, I don't know, paint. This looks like it's painted, this jet engine right here. But also some gray plastic. Once again, white, very much white. A lot of white, a lot of white. What can you do about it? Look at this. Look at this. Just a little problem. This. It does not want to tab in fully. Like, if I push it in like so, it pushes itself out. Push it in, push it out. See, it pushes itself out. So this set is not entirely perfect. Also, when I want to transform this, the legs come off. So the set is not perfect. I have my complaints about it, but whatever. Then finally we have Sonar, the last one of the set, who also has some problems. Because if you can see here, this is supposed to tab into the arms are supposed to tab into there. I cannot for the life of me get that in there without, I don't know, putting a hammer to it and just hitting it until it fits in. So sadly enough, that is not going in. But still, he looks very nice with the white and the blue and also the other colors. However, the colors are a little bit weird because I am used to these colors because this is the set that I have. But that's for size comparison, we're not there yet. But overall, this is a nice little looking set right here. So then let's look at the articulation segment of this set then, shall we? So starting off with good old Sonar. Sonar's head cannot move at all. None of these idiots' head can move, except for the fact that he can kind of look down a little bit by doing this little articulation thing for, like sword mode. But anyway, the arms can actually, they can move forward, they can move back. They have no in and out because there was no cut made to give them in and out. Also, he has elbow joints right here, and technically you can use that as well. I really wish this would have just tabbed in on my copy, but sadly enough, that does not happen. Also, the legs can go forward, they cannot really go backwards because of this whole plate blocking it, and then because of the fact I can't get, let me just bend the elbow here. You got some in and out as well, and you have a knee bend as well, and also the feet can move up and down a little bit for the transformation technically, but still, it is still articulation, so it is worth a mention. So he has some articulation, and afterwards we pick good old Runaway here, who has once again nothing at the head, but the arms can go forward and back. They can go all the way around because of this little piece here, but they also have some in and out. Yay, they have some in and out. And to be honest, the little annoyance that I personally have is the fact that this stab wants to keep going into that slot right there. Just a little bit of an annoyance sometimes. Like, let me do the outwards movement. He also has an elbow bent like so that you can do. Then the legs go forward, not really backwards because of all of this, in and out, and no swivel necessarily, but he does have a knee bend, and the foot can technically go down for transformation as well, so he has some articulation as well. Then after that we have the final one. We got good old-fashioned Jetstorm. Head once again can't really... I thought I felt something. No, but anyway, the arms can move forward and back technically. They cannot go all the way around because of, you know, the wing blocking it as always. In and out though, you got an elbow joint as well. Legs go forward and fall off. And they can't really move backwards because of this whole thing blocking it. In and out as well. You got a knee bend as well. And there you go. That's really all you get because these are just made solid. So that is the team looked at. Let's look at the main man himself, Nemesis Prime. The reason that I bought this set. Now I will say before we really get into this set any further, not worth it. Not worth it at all. Wait for a price cut, then he's worth it. But I am a Armada fan and I gotta pick up these idiots. I have to pick up these guys because I love Transformers Armada, but for you guys I wouldn't recommend it. Also, this is a well, technically a repaint with a new head based on the appearance obviously of the original Commander Optimus Prime. Just a retool, just a repaint with a new head of the original Commander class Optimus Prime, but that means he has Commander class feel and budget technically, so this figure is overall great. But to be honest, leader class price point, I would say yes, but I paid Commander class for this and I would say no. Anyway, let's take a look at that beautiful new noggin that he has. Look at that. And this is based on the appearance of when he gets shot in the face and he has to reassemble his face. So that is why it looks like that. To be honest, kinda would have liked it if he was just maybe like a regular Optimus Prime, but I think also this adds more to the creepy factor that he had in the show, because in one scene he has like Megatron, he's holding Megatron up, but his arm is like super extended and stuff like that. Like, this thing was just creepy, and that's why I love it. But overall, he looks a very nice head sculpt right here, but also very nice paint job, very accurate to the show. Love the lighter blue on the darker blue combination as well, because in Armada, Nemesis Prime wasn't Blacktimus Prime. A lot of people think he was Blacktimus Prime, but I'm here to tell you, no, he was not. He wasn't Blacktimus Prime. Also very nice silver on the grill. He got the nice red here as well. The paint job in this figure is fantastic. The paint job is great, you know. Then also on the back, he looks like this. And also, I just realized once again, I think I may have said this during the open box, but I never actually did a review of this original figure. So yeah, but he looks very nice. You also have these things, which can come off, and he can technically hold in his hand if you want to. But I'm just gonna talk about it like that because I don't want to, because it feels wrong. It feels so wrong. Now, the thing is, I do kind of wish he came with a weapon outside of just the Star Saber, because of the fact that, well, if I remember correctly, he had this like red sword in the episode. I haven't watched the episode in a long time, so I may be misremembering. But he had like this red sword, which would have been cool. But overall, this thing looks really cool, and I love the fact that on the back here, where normally on Optimus Prime, he has an Autobot symbol, this guy is unaffiliated because he would just kill anyone who came to his planet. Such a mysterious figure he is. Well, character he is. But overall, very nice looking. So then, since we have no necessary accessories, let's move straight into the articulation segment. So then his head can rotate all the way around like the original Optimus Prime. Arms can go all the way around. You get some in and out as well, plus a little bit of movement down here that I don't really know if that's supposed to move, but it still moves anyway. You have a bicep swivel. You have a double jointed elbow right there, and the hand can technically rotate as well, but you don't really have to do that at any point at all. Waist, he doesn't have. But he has a reason for, well, technically the original one has a reason for it. I will say this would have been a Commander class price point worthy if he came with his pants, but he does not. And that is why, because this guy, while not coming with the trailer, he can still do the big super mode that he has in here. And we will take a look at that as well. But anyway, his legs can go forward on ratchet, they can go back, and you can even move these skirts here out of the way for the backwards movement entirely. In and out, a thigh rotation, bend at the knee. Once again, Ratchet's ankle tilt, and the feet can go up and down a little bit as well. Very nice. You got some nice articulation. I know people may complain about the lack of waist rotation on the original figure, but it doesn't matter because he can go super mode, which this guy can do as well. So then, now that we've looked at all of the figures and their articulation, let's go then straight into size comparison, shall we? And we're gonna start off with the little ones. So you get out of the way because the little ones need some size comparison. And we'll bring in the team that I have in the Energon coloration. So here we got the two teams together. Look at them. And to be honest, the new ones are far and away a big improvement over the old ones. At least on my copy, the old ones are a bit loose, which kind of annoys me. But to be honest, the new ones are a nice improvement. I don't know why we can only get minicons in these super expensive sets. The same thing happened back in the day when we had Hotshot. Hotshot got like the power links for treatment, and then they gave us jolts. Like, what? Why? I had to pay leader class price point for that guy. Also not worth it at all. But Armada, so I had to do it. But anyway, overall, here they are all together and looking very nice. So, let's move then straight into Nemesis Prime himself. So, starting off, obviously, with this size comparison. Here he is next to Optimus Prime, putting them a little bit closer. And here you can see that basically they are the same. And man, I am so happy that these are finally together. Which technically on screen, I don't even think they really ever were together on screen together. Like, I don't think in that episode Optimus Prime really showed up on that planet. Maybe he did, who knows. But anyway, here they are together, looking very nice together. Now we only need this guy repainted into the Power Links version that he was at the end of the show in the final episode. And then we got the trifecta completed. But here they are, looking very nice. You can see the differences between the two new heads. Focus on the heads, thank you. But here they are together, look at that, very different heads. And then here on the back, this is what they look like from the back. Very much the same, entirely the same. What can you do about it, right? So there you go, now that he is done with Optimus Prime, let's also bring in good old Red Alert, because I have him here as well. So why not just bring him in as well? So there you go, that's the Autobot size comparison. Then let's move straight into the Decepticon size comparison. So here we have Nemesis Prime together with Megatron and Wheeljack. Now if you're wondering why I picked Wheeljack, to be honest, outside of him or Starscream, I found him to be a lot more fun to transform. That's why I picked him for size comparison. But here they are together, so let's get them out of here. Pull you in closer, bring in the team as well, and let's get into that transformation. Now that I know what you may be thinking, okay, we're gonna go into truck mode. Oh god, no, not at all, because what we're first going to do, at least that's what I want to do, is we're gonna go into the other mode, the super mode, and also the Star Saber mode. So let us build that Star Saber first. So what you want to do with these is, first of all, let us begin with the easy one. And the easy one does indeed seem to be this guy. So with this one, what you want to do is you want to take the titties here and rotate them up. It's basically going into jet mode, so a lot of this can be repeated for jet mode. But what you want to do, fold the feet down like so. Then what you want to do is you want to double hinge this forward. Be careful, because they are smaller figures, and I think on TF Wiki I actually saw that they can break. Anyway, you want to take this and just push this under in here like one big tab. Then you want to basically take the arms and tab them in. As you can see, there is a slot right there for that tab, so basically you want to tab that in here as well. And there you go, one piece is done, and that's basically him also in his jet mode. But anyway, that's one piece done. Then we pick the connecting piece, which is this guy right here. So what you want to do, obviously, first of all, is you want to take this, rotate this around, and fold it down. The leg will come off, so I'll pull off the legs right now. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate these up and rotate them off to the side, basically like he's going to surrender. And there is technically a little tab here that goes to that slot right there, so you want to basically kind of put that in there if it wants to, but there's a chance that it does not want to. It's not necessarily important because the legs are going to be holding it together. Speaking of which, let's do the legs. So what you normally want to do with the legs, you want to rotate them like so. So we're going to attach them like so. You want to basically rotate them around. So basically, instead of him being like this, you want to rotate them like so. So rotate them around like so. Then you want to bend the knee like this and have it grab the arms like so. There you go. That is how you get that together. And then with this, you want to basically take the two tabs here at the back, and they are going to slide into the two slots right there. So you want to take this, tab this together. It's a very secure connection. You'll love to see it. Then you want to take the last bad boy right here, and what you want to do with him is actually you want to take these tab here, rotate it down like so. Then afterwards, what you want to do is you want to rotate this around a bit to get it out of the way. Then you want to take the feet, rotate them like so. and then fold them up like so, and then also move them out of the way. Then afterwards, what you want to do is you want to come here, and basically there is a tab, well, slot here that this tab is going to slide into. So you want to basically take this and just figure out a way to tab that bad boy in there. It can be a little bit annoying to do, but you can do it if you truly try. Like so. There you go. And then what you want to do here with this is the fact that there is a tab here at the landing gear that's going to slide into a slot right there, but also on the side here and here you got two tabs that are going to slide into there and there. So basically what you want to do, what I like to do is just, I like to get this big tab tabbed in first. So basically you want to take this and just tab it in, and then afterwards you can line up the rest of this. Oh, everything already popped into place. That is very nice. And here we have the big Star Saber right here. That's how you get them onto Star Saber mode. So let's move you out of the way so that we can get into this idiot for the big mode. I already got the pants ready from Optimus Prime's segment. So let's just get you transformed then, shall we? So what you want to do, you want to untap this, rotate this up. Also in here there's a matrix. Forgot to show it off, but there it is. But anyway, you want to rotate this out like so. Then after that, what you want to do is you want to take this and basically rotate this up like so. Move the arms a little bit out of the way because of the fact that we got more stuff to do here. And that is the fact we got to split this open like so. And also rotate this out. And there you go. Leave it like that. Also tap this whole thing together. Anyway, after that, what you want to do is you want to come in here and then you want to basically grab the head here. Rotate it out like so and get it all situated like that. Then we come to the side here. What you want to do is you want to open up this piece here, fold in the foot, rotate around the hand, rotate this down and click it in. And then afterwards what you want to do, you want to rotate the foot around for the gap filler right there. Do the same thing on the, also fold out these things because otherwise it looks a little bit weird. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to open up this piece here, rotate in the foot, rotate this around, and then there's tabs here that are gonna slide in here, so just slide that in and then rotate this around like so. After that, what you want to do with this is the fact that you want to bend this backwards and rotate this upwards like so. Do the same thing on the other side. And then there's a slot here and there that the tabs on the arms are gonna slide into. So basically you want to basically take it, push it in perfectly. That was one done. Make sure that everything here is fully collapsed in so that you have some room to work. Otherwise things are not gonna work. And there you go, that's number 2. Also this thing fell off, so we're gonna put you back on here like so. Then afterwards you still want to leave this out, fold this in like so, because we're gonna need that later on for different type of connection. Keep this tab together, rotate the arms around so that the fists are facing the front. And now then let's bring in the big pants. And I'm not gonna show you how to transform this because that is for an eventual Optimus Prime. But basically what you want to do is you want to get this grill in this gap here. So you want to basically just take this and just plug it in. And also what you want to do is you want to take this red piece here, and there are slots here on the shoulder right here where my finger is, and you basically just want to tab that together as well before you bring this whole piece. But basically you want to take this, and there are 2 slots right down here that these 2 are supposed to go into, but mine don't want to go into, which is very much annoying. So this is gonna be and then after a long struggle, here we have the Super Nemesis Prime mode with the wrong technically pants, but here he is with also the Star Saber. Yay! So here we have good old-fashioned Nemesis Prime Super mode, and to be honest, it actually looks really cool. I'll say that right now. So let's bring you in closer here. Let me just lift this bad boy up here so we can take a look at that head sculpt. There you go. But look at how nice the ears look right now. I mean, it's the same as obviously the original figure, but still looks very nice. You also got the nice darker blue here with the lighter blue as well, or whatever color you want to call that. I don't care. The annoyance for me was getting this whole thing tabbed in, so I decided to tab it in the opposite way. That one seemed to work perfectly fine. Basically tab this in first and then jam everything in here. But I would recommend starting up here first because of the fact that that actually preserves the silver on the grill, which yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. But overall, he looks very nice. And that's not all you get, because also you get these there. We're gonna actually go down here a little bit. The Star Saber, boys. Look at how nice this looks. And it holds together very well. Very nice. Absolutely love it. Look at that. Don't look at the inside. It's just basically a couple of guys outside of this guy. This guy actually tries to hide himself away pretty dang well. But outside of that, he can also just hold it if you want to. As you can see, this is why I waited with it. Okay, that was the wrong side. Other way around. Thank you. He can hold him, and I know that this is why I waited, because now you can see the actual blade in action, and while it feels wrong for him to hold it, it doesn't look all that bad with him either. He has corrupted the Star Saber. Look at him. Very much corrupted it, but overall, he looks very nice together with the Star Saber. So then let's take a look at the articulation, but only the top part, because the legs and the bottoms don't matter. So, starting off, the head can do a full rotation. You get up and down as well, side to side as well if you want to. You get some arm rotation, full 360, in and out. Swivel as well, bend at the elbow. This likes to open up, but on my original figure that happened too. And also the hand can rotate and technically can open up as well, but does not do the cool, I think it was Jetfire thing, where this peg disappears, sadly enough. And that's it. That's all you get, because the rest of it is all about him. Speaking of which, I gotta turn this guy into a top mode. So let me get to that one before we get into SAS comparison. Also, I love the piercing red eyes that you can't see right now, but now you can. I love the red eyes that he has as well. Anyway, finally done transforming. Here we have the comparison between the two. Right there. That's the comparison that I can give you, because I don't have a second pair of pants. So this is the best that I can offer you guys. And to be honest, looking very nice together. Very nice indeed. Just wish kind of the pants were a bit darker. But that's not all the size comparison that we have. Because before we really continue on, let us go to the blade itself, boys. Because I indeed combined these as well. And while doing it, I learned that these guys have completely different names. Because I think they are actually very different characters than these guys. But I needed to look that up, because this middle guy, the Jetstorm fellow, who is not named Jetstorm but has a different name, I think it was Scator or something like that. Anyway, he's got these two pieces on the side that the original Jetstorm did not have, so I was a little bit confused if I did things correctly, but here they are together. Look at this, and I will say the new one is a lot better than the old one, to be honest. Just that it has more connecting points, which makes it a more tighter fit. But overall, still, both of them look very nice. So obviously, we're going to put this in the hand of Nemesis Prime. And we can potentially also put this in the hand of Nemesis Prime. And, oh, no. See? I tried to do the ratchets and everything fell apart. This is what I meant when I said that this guy is not as good as the original, or like the original is not as good as the new one. Anyway, let's see here. So we're basically supposed to plug this in here, I think, if I remember correctly. But here they are. Look at them together being held. He has two of them. Everybody run! But there you go. So let's get straight into the other SAS comparisons that I still have left. That being, obviously, the rest of the guys. So here we got the Megatron, here we got Wheeljack, and here we have a Red Alert. Here they are together with Nemesis Prime. And if I move this out of the way a little bit, maybe turn you a little bit, there you go. But here they are with the super mode for Nemesis Prime, looking very nice, and he's looking very tall. Man, if he actually did the super mode, that would have been so much better, and to be honest, everyone would have been dead anyway. So let's get these guys out of here, and then we can do the reverse transformation so that we can get into the rest of the video. So let's get this guy transformed, but first let's de-transform him from the big boy. So what you want to do is you want to basically take this, move this off to the side, and on the side here you have a switch there and a switch there. You want to push these switches and be able with that to pull him off of the thing. Don't do it any other way, because you might damage some stuff. After that, what you want to do, you want to come up here in order to be able to untap this red piece in here. Get that all the way out like so. As you can see, there are two slots right there that this tabs into. And then afterwards, you want to basically pull it out and hope that none of the silver pieces here were damaged at all. And then you put the pants out the way, because of the fact these are not your pants, because you didn't come with pants. So there you go. Now that he has been de-transformed from there, let us go straight into this. Then get this back into robot mode. So what you want to start off with, obviously, split it. And with this, you want to actually lift up the wheel here in order to split it. There you go. So let's get these guys back into robot mode. mode so we can get into the jet mode later on, even though we're already close to that. Basically, untap the arms from in there, rotate this down, untap it, rotate it forward like so. Rotate this around as well. Then what you want to do is basically want to take this tab. Technically, you want to take this tab here and tab it in there, but for me, it doesn't want to do that, so just make it sit there instead. Think about what you've done. There you go, that's one. Rotate the arms around, and there you go, that's one. Transformations aren't all that difficult. Then afterwards, with this one, what you want to do, you want to rotate the leg around, and it will untap. So undo it from in here, rotate this out, and then rotate this around. Tab it back in if it untaps. Rotate the arms down, obviously, and untap them from back there if it tabs in. Also, then what you want to do, you want to take this, rotate it backward, like push it backwards a bit, so you can rotate it around over his head. Like so. Push it back in. There you go, that's number 2 down. Number 3 is also very simple, because what you want to do, you want to untap the legs. This guy already is in jet mode, so I'm giving you the reverse transformation twice. Untap this from in there and also fold out the feet like so. Then double hinge this backwards, and then this tab is technically supposed to sit into that slot right there, but on me it doesn't want to do that always. Undo the arms, and then also rotate this bad boy around like so. There we go, we got this aerial defense or whatever team. Let's say the aerial defense team in here, robotic mode. So now we can focus on Nemesis Prime to get him back into his robotic mode, so we can get into the truck mode. So what you want to do, you want to fold the fins in. These guns you can just take off if you want to. For me, they always seem to want to fall off anyway. Then what you want to do, you want to take the head and push it all the way in here in order to store it and never pull it out again, because no trailer. Then untap the arms from back here, and then afterwards what you want to do, you want to rotate this all the way around to get everything out of the way, because now what you want to do, you want to rotate the arms down. So basically, I don't know, this was actually the front, I think. So what you want to do like this, you want to basically rotate this up like so. Then afterwards what you want to do, you want to rotate them in, and obviously these two pieces are going to tab together like they normally do. Rotate this around so that obviously the wheel is on the outside as you do. Open this up, come back here, rotate this in, rotate this all the way around, rotate out the foot, and click this back into place. So open up this piece here, rotate the foot around, otherwise you can't make this beautiful rotation here. Rotate the foot out and close that bad boy back up. There we go, almost done. Rotate this down, and there are actually, but that's technically one big tab that has been created. It's gonna slide into the slot there, so basically rotate this down. Then what you want to do, you want to rotate the arms down, so just double hinge them downwards like so. And then also extend the arm once again, and bam, here we have good old Nemesis Prime back into his robotic mode with his aerial defense team intact as well. But here they all are. There you go. We're back in robot mode. Now we can transform them into their vehicular forms. So let's get these idiots transformed into their vehicle mode. So what we want to start off with once again is going entirely for the defense team. So what you want to start off with this guy, we already did it before, but we'll do it again. Fold the foot down like so. Then you want to take this, untab it, and just double hinge this completely out. Take these two, put them together, and then push them up so that they can sit inside of a slot in there. Then afterwards, what you want to do with this, you want to take this and rotate it all the way around and make sure that it sits straight. And then with the arms, you want to tab them in. As you can see, there is a slot there. So basically, you want to tap that in. And there you go. One set done. Moving on to the next one. All right, next up is you, I guess. So what you want to do with you is you want to basically bend the elbows. Then afterwards, what you want to do is you want to rotate the arms up and push them off to the side like he's about to surrender, like so. Then afterwards, what you want to do, you want to take this, rotate this piece all the way around, and then push it in order to slide. No, it broke. Why? Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? Be careful with that piece. Also, now mine doesn't want to sit straight. That is absolutely wonderful. You love to see it. What did I even do wrong? I did that stuff a lot of times. God dang it. This just became a lot less fun for me. Anyway, after that, what you want to do is you want to... Where's the arm? Oh, here's the arm. Basically, with the arm, there is a tab here that is supposed to slide into a slot right there. But anyway, with this piece here, be very careful when you push it in, because apparently it can break. So maybe don't fold it over. I don't know. Anyway, what you want to do with the leg, obviously, is you want to rotate it so that it sits like so. And then you also bend it. And then this is going to slide. There's inside of the leg here. As you can see, there's a perfect place for the arm to go. So we just tab that in, bend the knee, and then tab that in like so. And then finally what you want to do, you want to take this piece here and rotate it down. And there you go. I knew this did not feel perfectly fine, but whatever. You can't win them all, can you? I didn't even make the thumbnail shots yet, so that's going to be in the thumbnail. Anyway, then with you, the last one, what you want to do, you want to rotate the foot in like so. Rotate it in like so. Tab these two pieces here together like so. Afterwards, what you want to do is you want to rotate this down and around. You just want to get it around, because now what you want to do is you want to basically take the tab that is right here and slide it into the slot right there. Then you want to rotate this up, and there is actually a slot in here that the tab here is going to slide into, but because things are difficult to see, sometimes I just miss that bad boy entirely. Do the same thing on the other side, so rotate this whole thing around and tab it in like so. Then rotate this around and just tab it in like so. And then also to finish it off, what you can do is just tab that like so. And there you go. The air defense team is fully transformed. Sadly enough, he broke. But what can you do about it? I can cry about it all I want, or I can just continue. And to be honest, it was breakage of my own, so I can't even blame the site. But I'll blame Hasbro instead. Anyway, let's bring in Nemesis Prime to transform him. And he's also very easy to transform. So what you want to do is basically, you want to take the foot here and just open this piece here up, fold in the foot, don't do anything else, because now you want to close it up. Open this up, fold it in, and then on here there are slots and tabs and all that stuff. So basically you want to take this and slide this in like so. Then tab the legs together, and then this these two tabs will go under here. So basically you want to take this, bend it a little bit like so, and then hook it over. Basically also get these two tabs in as well. Then afterwards what you want to do here is you want to basically take this and rotate this whole thing up. Rotate the arms towards the back so that you can... also, I think these two might actually be backwards. I don't remember, but I'll find the other one later again. Anyway, you want to basically take this and do that. Then there's also tabs here on the side that is going to slide into the arms. So you basically want to take that tab and slide that into the slot that it's supposed to go into. Then you want to open, not that one, hello matrix. You want to open up this piece here, rotate this all the way up and slide it over like so. Then you want to double hinge these two side pieces here in like so. Double hinge these two side pieces in here like so. And then to finish off this big bad boy outside of the smokestacks, what you want to do, you want to take the wheel, rotate it around, and then tab it in. Rotate it around, tab it in. And after that, you can take this and plug it in here. Plug this in here like so. And here we have the set fully transformed into their vehicular form. So here we got Armada Nemesis Prime and the air defense team in their vehicular forms, and obviously we're to save the best for last because I love that thing. So we can look at the little guys. So here we got the little guys. Here we have Runaway in his jet mode. Very nice looking jet mode with some feet at the bottom, as you can see, but it's a very nice jet mode overall. Very much a fan of it, like the big thrusters here at the back, and a very good recreation of that original figure that I have, like kind of like the retool from, I guess. But there you go. But these guys actually did appear in Transformers Energon, but this is the best that I can do. So then afterwards, we'll pick up you, the broken one. Sadly enough, you broke on camera, so I have official video evidence of you. Oh, no. Okay, this time he's not broken. Don't worry about it. Don't panic. Don't panic. No need to panic. There's no need to panic. At the moment, he does not seem to be broken at all. It's just a matter of sliding you back into place, and this leg always falls off, so don't worry about it. But, oh, great. You are broken. There you go. Locked it into place, and I'm probably never going to unlock it again. Anyway, but yeah, anyway, while this piece may have broken off, and it broke again kind of with this thing here on this side as well, I would not recommend touching this thing at all. Do not put it in the front, okay? It can do it, would not recommend it, because this thing just breaks at the slightest touch. Here's another little piece. So you are definitely the worst of the three. Good old Jetstorm, but overall still a very nice looking jet mode. It's just a shame that you can't put this at the front because it's broken now, and I'm never touching this piece here again, okay? So while in reverse transformation, I will not touch it. I will probably make a mention of it, but still a very nice looking jet mode. Here we have the other one, who I think is called Scatter, but here we got him next to Jetstorm as basically a bit of a comparison. So then we'll do a size comparison later on. And then finally we got this one, probably the best one of the three. In my opinion, personally, you know, outside of the head poking out at the bottom, this is the best one. Here we have the other one, which actually they mostly look pretty much the same. Big fan of both of them. But anyway, he looks very cool here at the front as well with the wings on the side. I always thought this thing looked very cool. So, here they are, all three of them, moving them off to the side to get to my boy. Oh, by the way, also, you can move this back and forth. I don't touch it at all because I don't really think it matters, really. Like, I don't know what's supposed to go where. I never just touch this. But anyway, Nemesis Prime. And this is where my complaint comes in. Because while this was not needed in robot mode, and to be honest, he never went super mode, he had a trailer when he was like this. When he turned into a truck to chase down Red Alert and Hotshot, which, by the way, I'm not going to grab Hotshot because he is not necessarily the best. Absolutely the worst recreation of the Armada figures. But anyway, those two, when he's chasing them down, he has the trailer behind him. And for anyone wondering, yes, he can technically carry this trailer. But he has a completely recolor of the trailer when he's chasing them down. So it is such a shame that they never gave us the Nemesis Prime trailer. It is such a bad thing, but overall, outside of that, this thing still looks good with some fist in the back. But look at this, you got the great front right there with the red headlights right there. You also got the red in there. Very nice recreation. Like I said, I haven't seen that episode in a long time, so maybe that's not entirely accurate. I don't care. But he looks very nice and can still technically open up for a Matrix of Leadership, which I never talked about. So here it is, the Matrix of Leadership. Look, or the Matrix or whatever. I don't know. I always forget that that's in there. But yeah, here it is. It is in here. You can't technically pull it out. I don't know if he can hold it, and I don't necessarily care. But now I've talked about it officially. Also, I love the fact that once again, he does not have a faction symbol at the top at all. And then the back. Now, I know what people complain about. The back is too long. I understand the complaint, and I agree with your complaint about the fact that the back is too long. But also, I don't really care. My guess is the back is this long because of the arms. In order for the arms to be able to be accurate, kind of like how arms normally are supposed to be, in the super mode, this is what happens. And I don't necessarily mind it all that much. However, the original one did it better by just plopping a trailer over it, so it's less than obvious. But without the trailer, it is very much obvious. But I do like the fact that the blue hands are still in there. They're just poking out, but to be honest, the original one had that as well, with its golden hands poking out the back. So it was always going to be like that. But overall, very nice. The bottom also is very nice as well. Not necessarily many robot parts outside of, you know, the legs right there. So, that is that. And then, since he doesn't really come with any weapons or storage at all, we can just go straight into SAS comparison. But first, the minicons. With the other minicons, here we got all of the minicons together. Let's bring Red Alert in and Optimus Prime as well, because why not? There you go. For some minicon size comparison, I probably should have brought out them as well for the robotic mode, but to be honest, these things are not necessarily that much smaller or bigger than the original versions, which I like very much. So let's get these guys out of here, so we can get into Nemesis Prime size comparison with Optimus Prime. And here we got them both in their truck modes, looking very nice. Obviously, more attention to detail was put on him because this, I feel like these headlights are supposed to be yellow, but they're unpainted. Well, here they are red, so maybe there's more detail here, but whatever, doesn't matter. They both look great. I love this, and I still cannot remember if they actually appear together on screen at any point in time. Maybe it's just a story that good old Hotshot told Optimus later on, or maybe even Red Alert, who's to say. But there you go, very nice looking, and obviously this guy can have the trailer as well. So then let's bring in good old Red Alert for size comparison as well. And here we got Nemesis Prime with the good guys for size comparison. Looking very nice alongside them, so let's get them out of here. And let's bring in the villains themselves. Well, kind of villain. Wheeljack is a kind of villain. He kind of has a storyline in a sense like Starscream, but then in a sense the opposite way, where Starscream kind of tried to be part of the good guys. Wheeljack was a bad guy, but then turned back into a good guy, if I remember correctly. I may not, but here he is with them as well. Man, I love the fact that my Armada shelf just keeps on growing. It is absolutely wonderful, but he looks great alongside them, so let's get them out of here. And I almost forgot, even though I had him on the desk the entire time. Here we got him next to Kit from Knight Rider, because I gotta do it. I kind of wanted to do it in between, but I forgot to do it in between. Also, here we got the minicons with that as well. So let's get you out of here. Put the minicons back in, pull you in a bit closer, and let's get into that reverse transformation. So let's get these guys back into their robotic modes, and obviously first we're going to start with this theme. However, what I'm going to start off with actually is this guy, because the thing is, this guy broke on screen, and while I was busy with him in the regular video, for the people who only watch the Transformers, this piece here broke in a sense as well, so I'm not touching this back piece at all. However, you can pull it out and rotate it around. However, I would not recommend it because of breakage. So what you want to start off with this guy is you want to basically take this, rotate it to the back like so. Then afterwards you want to undo the legs like so, rotate them out like so, and then you're supposed to rotate them around, but mine always pop off. This is definitely the worst one by a lot of the three. After that, what you want to do, you want to take the arms and rotate them down, untap the arms from back here, from the back wing, and rotate them down. And then what you would do is you would do that, but I am not gonna do that because I am terrified of doing that. So he's just gonna look like this for the remainder. Next up, we got you, good sir, my potential favorite of the group, actually. No, you are my favorite of the group. So what you want to start off with is you want to undo the arms from in here, rotate them backwards. Now we can really work on the arms. And basically what you want to do, you want to rotate this whole the way around, and then this peg here is going to slide into that slot right there if it wants to. Doesn't want to. So you are actually my favorite. But anyway, doesn't want to. So yeah, this set, I got some stuff to say during final thoughts. After that, what you can also do, you can pull back on this peg, and there you go. Then after that, you split the legs, fold out the foot, rotate it forward, fold out the foot, rotate it forward, and then rotate the arms back down like so, and there you go. We got a second one done. On to the last one, which is this idiot right here. My favorite, even though he's a big one. Anyway, what you want to start off with here is you want to untap the legs from in here. You weren't supposed to pop off. I just said you were my favorite of the set. Come on, dude. Don't be like your brother, I guess. I don't know. Fold out the foot as well. Fold out the foot as well. You can just fold out that foot. And then you want to basically take this piece here and rotate it all the way to the back. This tab here is going to slide into the slot right there, which it doesn't really want to do. So none of these guys are good, to be honest. And then also there is a slot here. You wanted to basically unpack the arms from that. Then you want to take the jet engine here and rotate it all the way forward. There is his head, and there is the air defense team that keeps falling apart and not really working. So it's not that good of a defense team. Nemesis prime time, shall we? Finally, it's prime time. I was about to say that's just prime, but that's the wrong franchise. What you want to do with this, actually, you want to basically take these side pieces here and double hinge them out. So take this side piece here and double hinge it out. After that, you want to untap this, rotate it down, fold this up, and push it all the way down. And there is technically a tab down here that's going to slide into the slot there. So like this big hole, big slot right there. So you want to basically take it and just stab it in. This also fell off, which it wasn't supposed to do. After that, what you want to do, you want to untap the arms from in here and then rotate this down. I don't really care about the weapons keep falling off, to be honest. Rotate the arms forward, so just rotate it down here in order to rotate it forward, not up there. And there you go. We're almost done already, because next up what you want to do, you want to basically take this, bend it down here, also untap these pieces here and rotate them around. We'll deal with you later on. And then afterwards, what you want to do, you want to basically come here to the side, untab it, and lift this up as well, so we have a bit more room to work with. Because now what you want to do, you want to open up this piece here and fold out the foot, close it back up, obviously, and make sure that the hand taps into it. So undo it, and then this tab in the back here is going to slide into a slot in the hand. So you basically want to tap that in there. It's not necessarily going to sit all that well, but it never did for me anyway on either figure. Then after that, you got a little tabby here that's going to slide under here somewhere. So basically you want to Wait for you to get the click. There you go. Then obviously what you want to do is you want to take these bad boys and plug them back in. I think we'll do it like this. I always forget how these things are supposed to go, but we'll just do it like that. Like on the original one, at least there was like a peg, because you can peg them together into some kind of big weapon. But anyway, here we have Nemesis Prime and the Defense Force back in their robotic moods. So, final thoughts on this set. What do I think about it? Absolutely not worth it. Not even close, okay? The minicons feel like they were made with some cheap material in a way. They do feel a bit cheap, I will say that, especially because after barely having time to play with Jetstorm, he's already broken, which annoys me a lot. And this was actually written on the TF Wiki as well, and I think it was about Jetstorm that there was some breakage reported. So, yeah. This is not my copy exclusive. This breaks on everyone's copy, which really annoys me. However, I will say on the flip side that Nemesis Prime is a great figure, and I'm super happy to have him in my collection. And I would say this set would be worth it, potentially at like a leader class price point, knowing that I paid commander class price point for this. However, I think I've also seen this guy go for like $75 on like Twitter, you know, like people add photos of this guy being listed at 75, and that's basically leader plus. It's not worth leader plus. It is worth leader or slightly below leader. It is not worth more than a leader class, okay? If this idiot came with the trailer and the Star Saber, absolutely worth that commander class price point. But as it stands, no, this set is not worth it. This is only a set for the die-hard Armada fans like myself. I love Armada, and that is why I wanted this set, and I also wanted the Nemesis Prime man himself. So while I do not personally regret buying this set, it is not worth it. I want that to be known to the people. This is fantastic for my Armada collection, but I feel like you should just wait for a price drop. But that has been my review of Transformers. Pulsecon exclusive or New York Comic Con exclusive, I don't know, but I'm just gonna say Age of the Primes, Nemesis Prime, together with the Air Defense Minicon team. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!